This video contains strong language not suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to what we're tentatively calling 5% chance of disaster, because Who Stole My Lunch didn't pan out well, and we had some very upset people about the roly-poly orgies. So we've gone over to something that kind of makes a little more sense. As you can clearly see, we are down 3 humans, one of which was kind of important, because, why does Josh have to work? Why can't they shut down hospitals all the time to replace a transformer? So we're going to do something a wee bit different. So we've all rolled up new characters, and we're going to do... I had a clever name for this, and then I realized I can't read my handwriting, but we're going to do a little one-off kind of thing. So, each of you, over the past few days, have received a letter with your name on it, a wax seal on the back, but there is no signet. It is just a blob of wax sealing this envelope, calling you to a meeting at a tavern in Greymire in Khorom-Vore called the Short Shank. And its meeting says 11 o'clock, be there, and we will meet, and I'll explain the job. You have all been contracted for some kind of job, which is not entirely outside of your realm of experience. So you're about... Yeah, so you were all in the Short Shank. It's one of the seedier bars. Not exactly. This is the sort of place where, like, if there aren't at least 3 fights a night, it's a very slow night, and if there's not at least 1 stabbing, it's been a bad one. But definitely the sort of place that your back's to a wall and your drink's in one hand and a knife's in the other, and the 4 of you are scattered, drinking more or less by yourselves, and you feel you all feel the letter that you've kept on you. You feel it kind of heat up a little bit. And as you pull it out, the writing has changed, and the writing says, "Up the stairs, second door on the left." Brandon didn't like that, apparently. So yeah, the letter just says upstairs, second door on the left, and then all the writing disappears from the letter. It just goes blank.
Up the stairs I go, I guess.
What just happened?
I don't know. You're back.
We're back.
Look at that cat.
Very needy right now.
Yeah, I believe it. So Chris, if you want to describe yourself as you make your way up the stairs.
Okay. I need to pull up my description. That isn't my description. I am a 5'11" Warforged. I have silver skin with dark blue markings, and my eyes are bright orange. And I have guns.
Okay. So you all see this this Warforged, which is not a super unusual sight in this bar. Normally they're not quite as clean.
I am very clean.
This one seems a little extra shiny. He makes his way upstairs. Chris, when you get to, I'm sorry, what's your name? We'll do your character name. So Blaze gets up, and you take the second door on your left, and it opens into a room with a single lantern hanging in the center, just casting a ring of light onto this circular table with 5 chairs at it. One of which is one of them has padding, and the other 4 are just normal wooden tavern chairs.
Is there anyone in the room?
No.
I will sit in one of the chairs so I can still see the door.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Who wants to go second?
I'm gonna walk up the stairs next.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go straight up, and I'm gonna knock on the first door on the right.
Okay. Do you want to describe yourself as you go up the stairs?
All right. So I got long dark brown hair. I got some dreads, and I got like a real bushy, like unkempt beard and mustache combo. Pretty thin, but still pretty muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Pale face, but very, very human-like features, even though I'm a changeling. And extremely, extremely like gross, dirty clothes. I look like I haven't like changed in probably like a week. And there's like little spots of blood. It's kind of like up next to my like hands and sleeves and stuff like that.
So you go up, you knock on the door, and there's no response when you knock on the door.
All right, then I'm gonna go to the next door on the right and start knocking on the door.
Okay, so you knock on the second door, still no response. You knock on the third door, and you hear a very kind of sleepy voice go, "Piss off!"
Got your fucking letter.
What letter? Piss off! You hear like rustling of blankets and bed sheets on the other side.
I'm just gonna keep on going down the hall.
Okay. So as you were just pounding on doors, who wants to go up next?
I'll go up next.
So if you want to describe yourself,
I'm about, I think 5'5", about 155, pale white skin, black hair down to my shoulders, no beard, clean shaven. Kind of in like a hood that doesn't fully cover my face, and like tattered clothing, not like it was ripped, but like it's supposed to be that way.
Okay. So this gentleman wigs his way up, and as you come up the stairs and turn the corner on the landing, you see the form of somebody just pounding on doors, working his way down all these doors on the right. There's about probably 12 doors, and he just hit number 10.
Is the door open? Went into.
Blaze, did you shut the door behind you?
No.
Yeah, so the door is currently open. And it's one of the few ones with lantern light spilling into the hallway.
I'm just gonna shout down the hallway. Hey, I think it's this one.
Did you get one of these too?
This spicy letter.
And I just kind of like start hobbling down.
How drunk are you right now? Out of curiosity,
Pretty intoxicated.
you had more than a few drinks before you. Before you sat down. Okay.
Tickled the mud flap.
Okay. So yeah, you get down and Knox. When you look at the letter, it matches. It's the same. The wax is the same. They're both blank. They're both still warm from when the text changed.
Did you give this to me?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I don't like it when people give me things. I just kind of like walk past him and like go in the door.
Okay. Inside the door, you see the Warforged that went up the stairs earlier. The very shiny man.
Did they walk in yet?
Before he walks in, I'm gonna say that I normally take things, give.
Ah, you're a man of class. Nice.
So and then
I'm gonna
yeah,
follow him in then.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So after watching 4 creatures turn and walk up the steps at exactly the same time, 3. Sorry, I can count. I think my intelligence is that high.
You've got that many fingers, or do you?
I will go ahead and just kind of slink up the bar or away from the bar, up the stairs and into the room. When I enter the room, what you see is 6-foot-ish guy, give or take an inch. He looks the epitome of a snake oil salesman. So handlebar mustache, slick black,
Nice.
back black hair, top hat, nice black suit, emerald green eyes, wide smile on my face. Gentlemen.
So have people come in the room yet?
Yes. All 4 of you are in the room.
Oh.
I think you're the only one sitting right now, unless Gith and Nox have decided to sit down.
Yeah, I'm sitting, but I'm like slouching, like pretty dang far.
When
Put my hands on the chair.
who came in the room
Back.
first? Because I missed an opportunity of what I wanted to do.
Sorry, Gith and Nox kind of came in at the same time.
So
Well,
when
I followed him in.
when they come in, I'm gonna stand up real quick and be like, Bill? Steve? No way! Wait, you're not Bill. You're not Steve. Never mind. And I sit back down. And I kind of look off to the right and I say, I told you it wasn't them. I just sit there and cross my arms.
Just kind of look at. So I have a mouse. It's on my shoulder. Like, are you Bill? I just slouch a little further in my.
Who's he talking to?
Who? Me? I refer to myself in the 4th person sometimes. That would as you, as in me, as in we.
Are you okay?
Then I enter.
I shoot up for him and I'm like, Greg? No, you're not Greg. I sit back down.
I could be Greg.
Oh.
This.
3 hours of this, folks. Don't you worry.
this is not what you signed up for, but here we go anyway. You can pause that YouTube video whenever you like. We're on the internet. It's there forever.
Oh, no.
So, as Ramir? How you pronounce it? Ramir. As Ramir walks in, the door shuts behind him. And you just hear this voice just say, "Sit, please."
I am.
Do I see where the voice is coming from?
It's kind of coming through like the whole room.
I prefer to stand. I just had the suit tailored. The mustache is waxed. Can't we just be gentlemen?
Sit, please.
Have it your way.
And as you sit down, and kind of pull the chair a little closer, the lantern shifts. The level of brightness doesn't change, but it starts to shift more into like just the dark red. It amber shifts down to like a very warm reddish orange. And as this light begins to change, you all notice. What's everybody's passive perceptions? I have to learn like whole new fucking stat blocks for you guys because
my passive perception is 18.
12.
It's on here somewhere.
God, I hate
I'm pretty
monks.
sure it's 12.
God, I hate monks. So as you sit down, or as the light begins to shift, Nox, you see it first. There is a figure sitting in the chair. There's been no movement from that side of the room, but there's now a figure in this chair. And the figure is wearing, it looks like their clothing was made to match the chair they were sitting in. It's sort of a reddish cape that fit in with the padding on this chair. And as the head lifts up and everyone sees this movement in the chair, the head lifts up and you just see this blank mask that looks it looks honestly like it's just like made out of a sheet of steel. No eye holes that you can see, no space for facial features. There's just a flat steel face, or lack of, just a piece of steel plate covering this person's face, and then it curves down and disappears into the collar of their robe.
I just kind of like squint my eyes. I'm like, somebody definitely spiked my drink. And I stand up and try to leave.
As you stand up, the head turns towards you and goes, Knox, you are unable to leave until you hear my proposition. I have a job for all of you.
A job? And then I sit down. Is there money involved?
There's always money involved. Or drinks. Well, that was easy enough. What about the rest of you?
Drinks? Is that what you said?
Okay. Drinks, money.
No, I heard
I like
the proposition of money.
I like money.
I like taking money.
Well, that's why we chose you.
All right, so
Tomorrow.
What's this job?
Tomorrow, at around 3 o'clock, the four of you will be breaking into the Shield Bearers of the Saints' fortress and stealing an item that they have taken from me. You are all here because the four of you individually are the best people for this job.
Do I know who the Shield Bearer Saints are?
Yes. So this is for context. This is at the same time the regular party is in Khorom-Vore. You guys have been in the city for long enough to know the factions and stuff like that. And actually, Knox, you've been in the city a lot longer, and you've kind of got a feel for Greymire specifically as sort of your haunting grounds. But you know about the Shield Bearers, their acts of generosity, giving out food and stuff like that. And all of you know that they're kind of the pious religious dudes that are always there to help, and they don't look kindly on, thugs and picking on people that are less able to defend themselves.
I think I asked them for help one time. Don't think they helped me. They're freaking stuck up bunch of dweebs. I'm in. I'll steal whatever.
Sounds like I need to steal something.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we have to get the gang back together. It's a heist.
Yes.
Do I know you?
You might.
That's Greg. We've been sitting here. Wait, you're not Greg.
I could be.
Who
I
is
like this
Greg?
one. You're not Greg. Don't worry about it. Not Greg.
I don't want to be Greg.
Well, you're not Greg. So these Shields of the Saint people, there's a bunch of them. And as you said, they have a fortress. 3 o'clock is in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm. I've received intelligence that the significant members of this particular group will be otherwise occupied at that time. It will be for at least an hour. The plan that I've come up with will have you sneak in there in the morning, find the object that they've stolen, and take this and you will escape with this object at that allotted time. We'll make sure that there is an exit for you. How you enter the fortress is entirely up to you. But we will get you out.
Recommendations on how to get in. Besides
Several.
the front door.
Did you tell us what item we're looking for?
I'm glad one of you is asking excellent questions. The object is a black stone case, 8 inches by 4 inches by 3 inches. It is locked and cannot be opened without proper equipment. It will be guarded. It will probably be warded. If I was guarding this particular box, there would be some sort of demon summoning on it, but the Brotherhood frowns upon demons like that, so you won't have to worry about that as much. But
So the
quieter you do,
they took the box from you. It's your box.
yes, it is my box.
Can I insight check this masked person?
Yes, at disadvantage because you're getting 0.
Oh yeah, because he's a metal sheet.
You're getting
I forgot.
0 visual cues from this dude.
9.
Hammer, please. 9. I'm being so a 9. You're not sure if he's telling the truth about the box being his, but also if the money's good, the box can be his. Items like you've got some stuff that didn't necessarily belong to you until you took it.
That's a good point. DM, don't look now, but there's someone behind you.
I don't know. She's right behind me, isn't she?
Clever girl.
It's Pinky from fucking Doom, the terrible Doom movie with the greatest twist ever. The Rock is actually the villain, and the other random famous dude is the actual hero.
Carl Urban.
Oh yeah, that was Carl Urban. God damn,
Wow.
I need to watch that movie again. And if you haven't seen that movie, too bad it's about 18 years old and you have no excuses.
Don't watch the new one.
There's a new one?
It's on Netflix. It's very bad.
Oh god, I don't want that.
It's
I'm
got
excited for
sci-fi
Doom.
level CGI.
I'm excited for Doom
Nice.
Eternal. But anyway. So the masked figure has like you can't really get a read on it. But you know the money the premise seems like a smash and grab or a little more delicate than your usual smash and grab. And the figure goes, and as I promised, you will be paid. I will give you 1/3 up front. And they reach down next to the chair and pull out a bag. And they set the bag on the table and pull the drawstring. And the cloth kind of flaps open. And there are 4 bags of what looks like just a coin. There are 4 coin purses inside this satchel. And they go ahead. Examine it. This
Grab a
is,
bag.
again, this is 1/3 of what you will be paid.
How much is in the bag? I grabbed
Oh,
it.
yeah, I
I'm
start
looking at
counting.
it.
Yeah, when you guys crack it open, there are 10 platinum pieces
Ooh.
and 50 gold pieces as well.
What's the freaking exchange rate to platinum to gold again?
10 gold to 1 platinum.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. Sorry, 50 platinum pieces. Let's rank on that because I'm bad at exchange rates. 50 platinum pieces in the bag.
I'm gonna take the bag, pocket it.
Hell yeah.
This money also is part of your preparation fund. Whatever money you spend comes out of that stipend, but whatever you don't spend, you get to keep.
Okay.
And as Master Blaze mentioned, there are a few ways into the fortress that we've been able to determine. You can always walk through the front gate with the correct disguise. There are opportunities to work your way in through the kitchen areas. Or your third option is adventuring through the sewers. It's a classic and smellier option, but you'll be less likely to be detected, but you will need a change when you arrive because they're a little fanatical about hygiene. We can provide maps of inside the fortress. We have agents.
Maps are bad.
We have agents that can provide instructions for almost all of the fortress. There are a few areas where we do not have eyes or ears yet.
So do you know where in the fortress the box is?
I can tell you the area. I cannot tell you what room or anything more specific than that.
Areas are good.
So, this is your last chance to leave.
What time is it right now?
It's about 10:30 at night.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna eat out the door.
Dude, you're just leaving?
Yeah. I kind of like wave my coin purse. Thanks.
Well, if the rest of you are available and have nothing else and no further questions, I'll leave you to your planning.
Sure.
Sounds easy enough.
Did he leave us with maps?
He is not. He's not giving you a map yet. He basically just gave you the money.
Be hard to plan anything without those maps you mentioned.
Go downstairs. In 10 minutes, a runner will arrive with food and maps.
Oh, you've spoken my language. I love food.
I love maps.
I love both.
Excellent.
Turn and stride out the door.
Good luck, gentlemen. And the light shifts back to normal lamplight, and the figure is no longer in the chair.
I don't think that was Steve. And I get up and I start walking to the door.
Okay.
I'll follow suit.
So, we will skip over the role playing and the planning process. Which way would you guys like to go in?
There's gonna be a fight no matter where we go.
Is that Blaze saying that, or is that Chris saying that?
That's Blaze saying that.
I think we need a little bit of the planning period because
All right.
There's 3 changelings, right?
oh god, 3 of us are changelings.
So
okay.
What?
I'm just saying.
So I don't. Can changelings spot another changeling?
No, but I
don't
was
know.
at the table. I would have been like, "Well, I have a way in through the front gate," and
Yeah,
shifted
I was
my
just
form,
gonna say the same
Okay,
thing.
so yeah, you guys are all sitting at the table.
turning
like-
to look like the Warforged.
You guys are all sitting at the table, like with beers have arrived, and then a serving girl comes by with a plate of like pretzels, like soft pretzels and other like bar food. And when she sets down everything, you can see that underneath what looks like the paper that all of this is sitting in, there's actually some nicer parchment or canvas of these maps.
Grab the canvas.
So there's maps for everybody. And as you guys are looking at this map, the crawl through the sewers starts you outside of the city walls, and it's probably about a half-mile walk. It's less than a quarter mile as the crow flies, but as you guys because you have to take side tunnels and work your way through, it's going to be like half to 3/4 of a mile to get in through the sewers. The kitchen entrance.
I have an idea. Why don't we, since we can all change form, I guess, except for him, make ourselves look like a delivery crew and take this Warforged in to clean. They've been doing service for years now.
I take slight offense to that, Greg.
As you should.
I would like to point out that I have a mouth, and in my mouth glows orange when I talk. I'm not just like
like the jaw actuates and everything. Like
yeah. Okay. I mean, it's basically like an exo from Destiny. Like my lips is separated into like multiple little like piston-y guys. So like my mouth almost looks like a mouth. It doesn't though. But like it's enough to be like weirdly creepy in a way.
You're on the correct side of the uncanny valley.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Any other plans?
I was gonna say we could, since we can all change. We shift into, or we'd have to find armor first, but we could shift into, one of the guards.
I know I look like I can carry a lot. Don't let my shape-shifting form fool you. I don't think I could stand in plate mail.
I can stand in plate mail.
But you can't shift.
Shush. Steve.
Not Steve.
Steve. What's your name then?
Not Steve.
Ah, nice to meet you, Steve. I am Blaze06. 07. 07. Pleased to meet you.
I'm confused.
So am I. And I grab a beer and I pop the cap open with my thumb and I just like chug it.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything because I'm a robot, but I drink it anyway.
Just trickle down.
It goes somewhere. And at this point, the bartender's a little too afraid to ask.
Is this still
bartender just been watching 3 people at a table shift forms while they're talking to each other?
What'd you say, DP?
This is still nighttime, right?
Yeah, this is like after the meeting. It's been maybe 10 minutes. You guys got your maps and you kind of have been BSing. And as you guys are talking through the plans, the serving girl comes back over the tray and she goes, "Will that be anything else for you? Is there anything I can get you to help with whatever it is you're working on?"
Maybe.
You have a broom.
Steak and blood.
I'll pay you for your broom. How about that? Can I have your broom?
How big is the broom?
I don't have a broom, sir.
Jessica, where's your broom?
It's
you run a bar and you don't.
It's in the back. Why do you need my broom?
I just want a broom.
I take out like 3 gold pieces and I'm like, I will give you these for your broom. Just for your broom. That's all I need.
What are you guys buying that for?
I'll be right back. And she turns and takes her tray and walks behind the bar. And the barman just like grabs her by the elbow. It's like, and she's just like, and like hands him a gold coin. And he's like, and kind of bites into it. He goes, reaches, opens goes in the bag, comes out with a broom, hands it to her, and just goes back to the bar. She walks over with the broom and she goes, "Here you go, sir."
Thanks.
Can
I get another drink too?
That I can help with. I was told to come over and see if you needed any help with disguises or anything else you might need for this. But if all you need is a broom, then that's fine.
Do you have a hat?
What kind of hat?
Like a blue ranger hat.
And she goes, "No, I don't have any of those."
Shoot! That was critical to my plan.
How about a bucket? Do you have a bucket?
I can't put a bucket on my head.
The bucket will be 2 gold pieces, sir.
Sounds like a deal.
She takes the 2 coins, walks back to the bar, flips one of the bartender, and she goes and grabs the bucket and comes back out.
Don't forget my drink too. I could use.
She goes back, grabs a beer, sets it on the table.
I immediately chug the beer.
Okay. Last call for you, gentlemen.
Could you get me a set of fake plate mail?
And she looks down at the map and she goes, "Not to get you where you're going, but not everyone there wears plate mail. If you want acolyte robes, that's much easier."
Ooh, I want robes.
Yes, I guess those will have to do.
If robes will get us in, that's what we need.
I thought you were gonna be the cleaning lady. I thought that was the plan.
That doesn't mean I can't have robes. They're just for me. I want them.
Oh. Yes.
See, Bill agrees.
He just kind of gives a
I
quick
thought it was Greg.
You want to be Greg?
What does Greg look like?
I don't remember.
I'm Greg.
Okay, you're Greg.
The Barbados is looking, and the server girl's just kind of looking at everybody, just like, okay.
So robes.
Robes are 10 gold apiece.
Oh,
if you want
so
them fitted.
much. I don't need
That's
them
cheap.
fitted.
Bucket's only 2.
Bucket is only 2. But hear
What's
me
better,
out.
5 buckets or a robe?
That's a tough question.
How about 5 gold per robe?
Or, how about this? And I'll open one of my sacks and take out 2 vials of colored liquid. These.
What color is the liquid?
One of them is purple.
Okay.
And one of them is green.
Okay.
And I show her the purple one and go, "This is a cure for all that ails you. You got a little sniffle? It'll take care of it. And this will make you stronger. You could lift an ox. Would you like both of these for all those robes?"
Can I have the purple one?
I
get
may
it?
have another.
Can I get a persuasion check, please?
Can I assist him?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I don't think he needs the assist.
Because I'm going to go ahead and activate Tides of Chaos.
Okay. So you're gonna give yourself some sweet advantage.
Uh-huh. And they're both 11s. For total on persuasion. Hi, using this app for the first time.
35.
19.
Yeah, it was close.
Whew. She kind of looks at you. She goes, "What happens if I take them both at the same time?"
I wouldn't recommend it. Last guy I had turned a different color.
How long? You know what? Sure. She holds out her hand.
And I'll plop both of them in her hand.
She kind of takes them. She thinks about it. She reaches back and tucks them into her pocket, in the pocket of her apron. And she's like, I'll have the robes to you in an hour. If you gentlemen will be staying here till then, I can have them dropped off right to you.
Sure, what's an hour? Was your name Jessica? I'm getting a strong Jessica vibe.
It's Aaron, but thanks
Aaron.
for trying.
Okay.
She's like, and she looks at Ramir and she goes, I'll give you a round on the house. Thank you for these.
Thank you.
And she goes back.
Bye, Jessica.
So unless there's any other planning you guys want to do for we'll do a quick peek at the maps.
Did somebody say they wanted one of the colored vials?
Deep state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
Nox wanted
try
to
and take the purple one.
Oh, I'll pull out another purple one and hand it to you. I've got like 3 more of those left. It's fine.
Nice, and then I'll just pocket it for now.
What color did they turn the other guy?
Very, very vibrant shade of violet.
Ooh.
You're turning violet.
This just in, Ramir is Willy Wonka.
So wait. You're not Steve. Who are you?
I don't know who you're pointing at because none of that makes any.
Brandon's not Steve. That's DP.
You're pointing at DP, and now you're pointing at the
yeah, you're pointing like off screen, like
That's DP.
into.
That's Brandon.
That's
That's DP. That's Mike. All right. So
Oops
I
is
point
in
at
the middle,
Brandon
right?
and I say, "You're not Steve. Who are you?" And I point at DP.
My name's Nox.
Nice to meet you. I am Blaze07. Nice to meet you. And who are you? Not Greg.
06.
Oh, 07.
my
I
name.
forgot.
My name is Ramir, but you can
Ramir.
continue to call me not Greg, or Greg if you like.
I might call you Greg. So we have and I pull out a little journal and I start writing in it. Steve. I already forgot your name. Vex, Vox, Minx. Don't tell me. I remember.
You got 2 letters.
Vol,
Not that letter.
Begaloo.
None of those letters.
None of those letters. I don't remember. Give me a hint.
So this
Nox.
Nox. Ooh.
Nox.
Nox. And you are Ramirez.
Call me what you like.
Greg it is. Greg. And I start like drawing more stuff in my little notebook.
So as you guys are looking at the maps, looking at the kitchen entrance where you guys are sort of making your way in, ground floor entrance gives you access to a lot of the, not quite the, in a normal castle they'd be servants' corridors where servants can move around without being seen by the nobility. This is some lord's castle that the shield bearers took over. And so these passageways are still in use, mostly by acolytes that are trying to maneuver their way through without being seen. From the kitchen, you guys map out a route. It's fairly straightforward. There are 3 areas that you don't have any information on. There's a dungeon area in the basement, or what used to be the dungeon, that's been turned into some kind of storage space that's always kept under guard by at least 2 knights of the order. There is a space there's one room on the first floor that has 2 guards posted outside of it. And then up at the very, very top, there is another section of there's the Lord Commander's quarters, which have a retinue of guards. There's usually 5 on duty, a couple at each door, and a few constantly patrolling that rotate out fairly regularly. On the back of the map, it has a very brief schedule of when the schedules will change and when when guards go on and off shift. Around 3 o'clock is in between a lot of the guard shifts. So either one guard is gone. There's always at least one person. So a guard will come and a guard will leave. Another guard comes back to relieve the one who's still in position, and then the second guard from the first shift will leave, and the second guard for second shift comes back. So there's always at least one person at the door. 3 o'clock is that awkward shift change, and also because of whatever event is happening at 3 o'clock tomorrow, you know that the Lord Captain Commander will not be in his chambers.
Hey, it's about 10:30 at night the night before. Do we hear a loud explosion in the distance?
I was about to ask the same thing.
You don't hear an explosion. However, it's a little later as you guys have been eating and drinking. That's probably like 11:15. You guys do hear a lot of guards moving around and hustling and bustling, and you start to hear rumors that there was a fire inside the city, which hasn't happened in a very long time. It looks like a warehouse burned down, coming on the main road coming back from the range. Something happened, a warehouse burned to the ground. It was an empty warehouse, nobody was hurt, but there's a lot of hubbub about it.
How about the thunder? Did we hear the thunder?
Let me look at my map of Khorom-Vore.
300 feet.
No,
I think we're pretty far away.
One of the rumors, because that particular incident, and we'll pull up a map and just cover DP's face with it here. That particular incident, for those of you with your map, happened between Sunnyside and Stone's Throw, on like that main stretch of highway. You guys are tucked up in like a seedy part of Greymire, which is really far north. You're like close enough to the ritzy people where they're easy to steal from. But you're hearing rumors that, like, you know, someone's like, I heard an explosion and the building blew up and I don't know what it was. And there are other people that are like, no, the building just collapsed and made it made noises like a building collapsing. I don't know why you're all worried about this. It's fine. It's just a fire. Somebody did mention seeing a Goliath for the first time. This Goliath was yelling, was the most concerned citizen, or at least the loudest concerned citizen, yelling, help, help, fire, there's a fire. The city guards came and made sure it didn't spread, and good on them for doing their civic duty. Also what our taxes are for, making sure the city guard is there. So as these rumors are trickling in, and you guys iron out a few more kinks in the plan, a parcel arrives. This one is not carried by the barmaid, who's been continuing to just kind of ply you with drinks. This is carried by, he looks to be about 12, kind of grubby looking, like an urchin kid. And he runs up and he looks around and sees Blaze.
Steve? Is that you?
It can be, sir. You can call me Steve if you like.
I don't think you're Steve.
My name's Timothy, but you can call me Steve.
Oh, Timothy. Very good, very good. Is that for me?
It's even worse.
These are for all of you. Yes, they told me to look for you because you'd be the easiest one to spot.
I take offense to that.
Well, you're very shiny. You're very shiny, sir.
Oh, well, thank you.
No offense, my lord. You're just very shiny.
Oh, I try. Is the parcel wrapped?
Yes.
Can I unwrap it?
As you go to unwrap it, he's like, "My lord, I wouldn't, not in public.
Oh.
They told me to make sure that you got it, but that it was to be a secret. Don't worry, sir. Your secret's safe with me."
I hand it back and I say, "It's secret. Keep it safe." I let go of it.
He like reaches out to catch it before it hits the ground. He's like,
"Okay, I'll take it back," and I take it back.
and he's like holding his hands out, and he's looking at you. He looks back down. He's like, "Okay, sir. Bye." And just turns.
Bye,
and
Timothy.
books it. Like he's looking at the other three people at the table, and he's wigged out a little bit by that, and he just books it. So since we've got the general gist of the plan, where do you guys want to? So now you've got your robes, you have your disguise, you have your in, you have your out. Or you know there you were told there's an out.
I would recommend. I like the sound of heading down to that basement chamber first. Maybe fight our way up if we have to. It's a guarantee once we set off any sort of alarm, it's fights the rest of the way.
I forgot to ask. Not Steve, what do you do? What's your thing? Like, what do? You do stuff? You do cool stuff.
Shapeshift.
You shapeshift. I mean, like, what do you do?
I don't know what you're asking.
Knox, what do you do?
I drink and I sleep.
Do you know things?
Things. No, I mean, like, what do you do? Like, if you get in a fight, like, what do you do? What's your thing?
Somewhere, Peter Dinklage is rolling in his bed, his multi-million-dollar fucking California king, going, "Someone is ruining this for me." Anyway,
I use my fists like a real man.
So you punch things.
I do punch things.
Not Steve.
I used to punch things for money.
Oh, how's that worked out for you? It looks pretty good. Looks like you're give like 2 thumbs up, and I kind of have like this sarcastic expression on my face. And I go, "This is not Steve. What do you do if you get in a fight? What do you do?" Yeah, hit him.
I have the sickle and the scimitar.
So you're a stabby kind of guy.
Sometimes you gotta hook them and then you stab them, you know?
Oh, okay. And Greg, what do you do? And I sit there. And
I'm glad you asked. And I'm going to reach into a special pouch. I'm going to pull out. This is a very special deck. Would you like to shuffle it?
Yes. And I pick it up and I just kind of stare at it. And I start shuffling it really fast.
Excellent. I'll take it back. I'm going to draw 1 card. And I'll pull a card. And I'm going to try to cast Prestidigitation stealthily to make the card glow. And then switch the card out for a gold coin.
okay. God, I have to relearn how this.
I thought you were turning the gambit there for a second.
Ooh,
Nah, that'd be cool.
Cabal on the field.
Not that
how
gambit,
can
but yeah.
Ting,
The other gambit.
no, don't give me the ting. What is?
I believe Presti's just somatic, or if it's vocal as well.
It is. It is verbal somatic.
Verbal somatic. Then the entire time I'm just keeping up a speech about watch this card very closely.
You give it the patter. Sure. Give me a sleight of hand.
You want 2 separate rolls for that? Or just one overarching?
Because the Presti's easy.
Okay.
The Presti's easy. We'll do slight for the actual, like, make sure you don't bobble it.
22.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's seamless. It's coin.
Oh, can you do that with like anything?
Just this deck.
Just
it's
that
very
deck.
special.
Oh, that
And
is
I'll
very
tuck
special.
it back away into its little pouch.
And I start rubbing my metal face like this, as if I.
There's a faint scraping noise of like metal on metal. Almost like you're sharpening a sword, which gets a couple of people's attentions to the table around you, and then they see that you're like literally just like shaving your face with your fingers. They're like, "Oh, whatever." He does that. He's weird. So you guys are going to go to the basement first,
Sure.
Did I?
Yes.
unless anyone has a different stratagem.
Did I-
Just throwing out ideas.
Greg has never steered me wrong. I've been steered wrong before. Stirred wrong, steered wrong. I agree with Greg.
As
Oh,
long as
for
I get
Greg.
paid at the end of the day, it's fine with me.
Whatever floats the boat.
So do I need to bring this? And I hold up the broom and the bucket.
You paid for it.
Yes, give them to the robot.
Oh, okay. I'll hand them over to Chris.
I now have a broom and bucket.
Yep, mark that on your inventory sheet. That will be very important.
Ooh, what are they under? Can I just search broom? Broom. There's
I
a
don't know
broom
why I
of-
said that. This has ruined everything.
There's a broom of flying, which I'm going to add just so I have a broom. I'm not going to
Okay.
use it as a broom of flying.
You better not.
And
Do it.
bucket.
Forget after break. I have this broom of flying. Let's
Hey,
get
I
out of
didn't
here.
know the
Fuck
broom
it.
was magical. No, you are correct. That broom is not magical.
He tries to ride it.
That's what I thought. That's where I thought DP was going with that. So, unless there's anything else we want to do, we can jump to what time do you guys want to start on your stealthing adventure? Because 3 o'clock is your exit.
Deep, do you have a call tonight?
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
So,
Oh,
I
where's
don't
the
have
long
any
rest button?
potions. Can I just, because I don't sleep apparently because I'm a robot, whenever I wake up, can I just go buy like a common healing potion for whatever the norm is and come back? I don't need to like go through the whole buying stuff.
yeah. If there's anything else you guys want to pick up on your misadventures,
How much did we get? We got 500 gold.
correct.
I would love to pick up 2 healing potions.
How much is a regular healing potion?
Should be 50 gold unless we're doing different standard.
Did we do what standard did I set? Let's see if I can be consistent. Probably not.
Curtis, I think it's called consent.
What?
Where this is going. This is a
When
bit
you
many.
when you were in college, in your little mailbox, did you get one of those little bottle openers that were like totally shitty, but it said "consent is sexy" on it, and it was just in like everyone's mailbox? Did you get one of those?
I did.
Deep's got one.
Oh, IUP.
Oh, I
So common potions are 100, greater are 300, superior are 750.
They're 100 each?
100 each.
what a ripoff!
I'm gonna
According
do 2
to-
of those.
According to the post that I made, January 21st.
Okay.
Because it's all the same world, this is consistent. Also, the search function in Discord is actually great.
You said tomorrow at like 3. I was like, fuck, that's gonna take us like 3 sessions.
No, it's not. Because
3 sessions of a one shot. Let's go.
hey guys, we're gonna keep postponing this huge story moment that we've been setting up for Josh for like a month. Because these 4 guys are going on a heist.
I like heists. All right. Also, does anybody know where the the long rest button is for D&D Beyond?
Top right.
I don't know where it is on mobile, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what it is on mobile.
Let me look, because I have access to
it's-
all of these character sheets.
It's the website, because the mobile app doesn't have access to character
It's
sheets.
the top right next to the little like go builder, right above your hit points. There should be a campaign thing, then a long rest just to the left of it.
Actually, what happens if I long rest you here?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Refresh the page.
Are you hurt?
No, but my Tides of Chaos resets after a long rest.
Or another thing.
Refresh the page.
Okay,
check
so-
my actions. It didn't. It's okay. I'll just keep track of it.
Okay. So you guys, so Ramir and Blaze are going to go grab healing potions in the morning. Does anyone else want to get anything else while you guys are ootin' to boot?
Nah.
Nah, I think I'm okay.
What time do you guys want to meet up to do disguising things and begin the heist?
Our out is planned at 3, or we're supposed to infiltrate at 3 because I'll be busy.
Your out is at 3. Your out period starts at 3 o'clock. They're going to keep the door open for you for a while.
So we want to try to be in there before 3, but trying to get out of there as close to.
The commander's wing, the captain commander's wing is only empty. Like the only time they're certain he won't be in there is at 3 because he has an engagement.
So we need to go in at like 2:45.
Yeah.
Because if we get in too early, then they'll postpone whatever they're doing. You know? If they're going to keep the door open for a minute, as in like a while, then if we run a little late, that's okay. Bless you.
Sorry. I meant to mute that. Because if we get in there and we cause a ruckus and they're already busy with their event when we get in there, then we've got the run of the house until they can get out of whatever they're doing or decide what we're doing is more important. So 2:45 sounds good. I think we should meet, an hour beforehand and get some stories straight and start walking over.
Yeah.
And dressed in a dark alley.
Sounds like a plan.
I love D&D planning.
Go! All right, so unless there's anything you guys want to do...
Story is we're dropping off we're a bunch of acolytes with a cleaning robot, getting ready to go somewhere, and then disappear when we're through the front gate, and just keep spinning that story till we get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
Or, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you guys are all in... The 3 of you are in robes. Blaze, are you in a robe? Do you want to be in a robe?
God, I hope so.
I want to be in a robe.
Great.
So I forgot to add something. My character, I wanted to have down to my butt-ish area, like a little past my belt cape with like a little hood, but the only cloaks or capes on D&D Beyond are like fancy things. Can I just say that I have a cape?
Yeah, you can have like a little half cape with a hood, like as part of your.
If you really want, you can just do a custom
So you want to
item.
be a hunter?
Yes.
He's built a Destiny hunter. It's fine. I see you over there. If your gun turns gold, I'm booting you from this call because Bungie will sue my ass.
Oops.
Do it. Do like they you push them together and the giz comes into one and they're bam.
Oh, that would be like I slam my hands together and they become a fucking railgun. Oh, that would be so cool.
Oh God.
Tune in next time where apparently we're in some sort of fucked up Voltron Mad Max universe.
Wait,
So you sorry, go ahead, DP.
do we need a name for our cleaning service?
No, this is fairly standard to have like cleaning crews. Normally, because you guys can also take depending on what else you guys are doing in the morning, you guys could take some recon and just like hang out and like see the comings and goings. Kind of case the joint.
I figure since I'm shopping, I'm not available to do that.
I feel like
we can go shopping at like 8 in the morning.
I feel like Gith, this would be a really good opportunity for you, or sorry, not Steve, because Gith, this absolutely fits with your MO. This is something that you've done a time or three. The only difference between this and your normal burglary target is it's a lot bigger and there are more people with swords. It's not the people with swords, it's the number of them. Also, they are kind of fanatical, which is not something you look for in your burglary targets. Yeah, if you want to sit outside and case the joint, then Nox, I don't know what you're going to do for the morning.
Drink.
I was hoping you would say that.
I do have to ask for flavor's sake. Do you have the gourd on your hip?
Yes, my water skin is now a gourd.
The whiskey gourd. Okay. So, Nox has continued to drink himself into a tizzy. And Gith, as you're sitting outside, kind of watching what's going on, usually the acolytes and the cleaning service will all leave together. So like they go in together, and from kind of what you've seen, like through a couple of windows, they will all still move as a unit, kind of assisting and helping out while the Warforged is really like the main cleaner, because they can't really get tired, or they get tired more slowly than most people, so they don't, and they really complain about their back hurting because they've been mopping all day. But yeah, this plan seems to be pretty foolproof so far.
Love it.
So, an hour before, there's an assigned meeting place in the dark alley.
Mustache disappears into the robes, but I keep the suit on underneath.
I pictured the mustache like detaching from your face, and, like inchworming its way into the cloak, which is fucking nightmarish. Thanks for that mental image. Snidely Whiplash is on the move.
So, how close are the events of this to what the main campaign is?
Do you remember?
We walked in like a little after 3 o'clock, I think. I don't think we were there promptly at 3.
The 3 o'clock is, and actually, this is a perfect opportunity. Give me, no. What would that be? Give me a perception check, my good man.
16.
So as you're kind of just kind of observing, you're picking up conversations from acolytes as they're moving around the fortress, and a couple of them are talking about some kind of trial or hearing or court date, some court appearance of that has Lord Captain Commander Odric and Sir Bartholomew both in the ritual hall, because they found somebody in stolen plate mail, in stolen night plate. But they're like, no, this guy, he's like a dragon in this plate mail, and he looks like the rumors are going around that this dragonborn either stole the plate off of somebody, or like he somehow got this plate mail, and so this trial is going to happen to see if he's worthy of it. And everyone's in a tizzy because this does not happen regularly, and the fact that Commander Odric has to be there because that's his job as commander of this this fortress. But the fact that Bartholomew is the challenger is a big honking deal, because Bartholomew is kind of the Darth Vader. To completely just like here's this thing. He's basically the Darth Vader of the Order, where he's badass and horrifying, and like the best fighter they have. And the fact that Bartholomew has taken a personal interest in this will mean that it's going to be a very interesting afternoon.
Very interesting.
So that's in conjunction with the main story. You guys are parallel right now, about to either converge or be in the same place at the same time.
Are we gonna cross the streams?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No,
if we
don't
do that,
cross
the universe implodes.
Oh no, that only
is
matters.
2 people. Oh, God.
Oh, boo hoo! Welcome to what I do every Thursday for 3 hours.
I have to talk to myself. Oh God.
Welcome to what I do every day for 3 hours.
If we
Okay,
talk to ourselves now, then we'll have to do that again next week, and we'll have to remember what we said to each other. That would be rough. Let's not talk to ourselves.
Oh.
So it's about 2:30. What gift just ended up in the chat? Okay, that's an excellent GIF usage. We're gonna put that as like the overlay when we talk about this. Just the audio is just anyway. So it's about 2:30. You guys are all scheduled to roll up at about 2:45. Does everybody make it? Knox, you good, buddy? Actually, give me a con save. How drunk are you right now?
Oh God.
How schwasty are you?
Chocolate switch tea.
I don't think my constitution is very good either.
I'll give you a con save with advantage, because you know you're like
always
this all
drunk.
the time. Oh God, you a +0 on your fuck.
I got a 10.
Yeah, with advantage. Ooh.
Not with advantage. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I got a 15.
Okay, yeah. So you're like your usual pretty buzzedness. You're a little like, you know, you're gonna have to go. You do your best work when you're a little in your cups, and so you've tipped a little further across the line than you probably should have. But that way, if the fighting starts, you're like, I got this. You basically pre-drunk, and you'll sober up whenever you guys leave the fortress.
I'll show up, but I'll be 5 minutes late.
Okay. So we know who's coming in last. Gith, you're pretty close to the alley, as you've been kind of lurking and creeping and peeping.
Creeping and peeping.
Whacking is whacking. Okay. So everyone kind of trickles in to the alley, unless there's any other...
No, I don't have any monkey wrenches to throw you this time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys meet up at your alley. Nox rolls in a couple of minutes late.
I just kind of clap my hands, and I'll be like, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Bill, where have you been? We've been looking for you everywhere.
Who? Just kind of ignore him.
Are you swaying?
A little bit, not too bad.
Okay. How bad are you slurring?
No.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Before the shit pops off, can we take a potty break?
Smoke break before heist.
Find a bottle.
Pre-smoke heist or pre-heist smoke. Yeah, let's do it. So let's go a wee bit further. Let's get you in the door.
Okay.
A wee bit further?
So yeah, how do you guys want to? What's your marching formation as you guys are moving in? Who's your point man?
Should I go first? I have the broom. I have the bucket. Okay. I put the broom in the bucket and I carry it like this, like it's hugging it.
That'll be fine. So yeah, I figure. Yeah, let's place us flanking the robot.
Okay, so he's the center of the triangle.
Yes.
Okay, that delta V.
Mhm.
Okay.
Everybody, I learned a really good trick in another town. Put your hands together like you're praying and put your head down. You blend right in.
I put my hands together and I drop the bucket.
You drop the bucket. You still have the broom.
So
You've clasped the broom between your hands, but you have no bucket. And the bucket makes a very loud clatter as it just rings to the column. It's the floor.
Except for maybe you.
I let go of the broom.
No.
I take a swig of my gourd and I grow about like 6 inches. So I'm like,
Yeah, but
I'm like
what
6'2".
Okay.
2 inches now.
Okay.
I
This
pick
is
up
going
the
to go
bucket and the broom.
so well.
Okay.
Let's approach the gate just like that.
Okay. Everybody, give me
Bring it.
stealth or religion check, whichever is higher. Because you guys are breaking into a religious fortress, and if it's like Catholicism and it's like a cheat code, if you know when to sit, stand, and kneel, you can go anywhere.
I got a dirty 20.
19.
6 for either of them.
Yes.
I got an 8.
Okay. So
2 almost 20s and 2 not 20s. Okay.
So Gif, you just kind of chill. You just like put your hands together and just kind of duck your head, and you're golden. And Blaze, you settle into like this. You've seen a couple of Warforged walking around, and you kind of like not necessarily match their posture, but you've got the mop and bucket. You're golden, or the broom and bucket, because that's 2 objects that go together. Where is the broom is the broom handle in the bucket?
Yes.
Like you're okay, so they can't see the broom head. You two get up close, and one of the acolytes, one of the guards standing by the door watching acolytes kind of coming and going, bushels of food. And he goes, "Oh, are you I don't think I've seen you two before. Are you new here?"
I go, Bill! And I put down the bucket and I go over and I grab his hand and I shake it. I'm like, how's the wife? I'm doing pretty good myself. I just started cleaning a couple months ago. It's going really great. How have you been?
One moment.
I'm gonna talk through my teeth and be like, "You're gonna get us caught."
Bill grabs your hand. He goes, I think I'm good, man. How are you? And he just like he looks kind of befuddled, but it's just like, okay, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Like, oh, I'm glad you're doing stuff. He's a little confused.
Yeah, the cleaning thing is actually a pretty good gig. It's a lot of fun, keeps my mind busy, gets me out of the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, hey, I'm not gonna be one to stop you. Go on. Hey, get out of there. Good luck, buddy.
I pick up the bucket and I start walking in.
So, for those of you playing along at home, I went, what are the odds that this man's name is Bill? And I rolled D percentiles. I got a 100.
Oh.
So that's my best roll for the evening, and we'll see how the rest of this goes. But yeah, so Bill kind of lets the 4 of you guys in. And it's like, hey, pats you on the shoulder. He's like, hey, glad you're on your feet, buddy. Into the kitchen you go. And that is where we will take our pee/smoke/ I need a drink because I don't know how to handle that. The single greatest piece. Oh man,
I like this game.
Mike, remind me. Oh, here, take a sip. Mike, remind me. The stony-looking D100s are the one I want to use on Sunday because I don't trust anything anymore. Anyway, so welcome back to 5% chance of complete derailment.
I like that one too.
So
vote on your favorite names in the comments below.
Hey, YouTubers, all three of you. Basically, Ed, tell me what you think about this. I think the show is going to be just 5% chance, and we're just going to leave it at that. Because it's a 5% chance of anything, or a fucking 1% chance the dude's name is Bill.
Yep.
Also, Chris, now that we're live and recording, you get a point of inspiration.
Hey!
Fucking legendary. I'd give myself a point of inspiration, but I can do it whenever. I'll award myself an inspiration.
There you go.
Cool.
You deserve a grilled cheese.
Brought to you by Scheckler Woodworking. Talk to Josh about getting your very own grilled cheese.
Made on mahogany.
Anyway, so now that we're back and have gotten that out of our system, we will pick up basically right where we left off. You guys have entered the kitchens. You, after brilliantly working your way past the guards outside, you've worked your way in, and now that you are sort of in the throng of people, you're blending in pretty nicely. There's a few times where, as you guys are walking, because right now you've got a pretty shiny Warforged friend who's orangey enough and pretty visible. Do the three changelings have any distinguishing factors between the two of you, or between the three of you?
They all look like Bill.
Oh yeah, we should.
It's like that Spider-Man meme. We're all pointing at each other, all three of us.
Okay, so now there are three identical Bills walking alongside this Warforged. Blaze and the identical triplets. Except I think one of you
is smelly.
Nox, are you still 6 feet tall? You're still 6'6"? Yeah. So one Bill is on stilts. The rest of you kind of equalized. But as you guys go and you start making your way, the path from the kitchens to the basement is a pretty straightforward one, because the basement is a lot of your dried food storage and stuff like that. And all of that was noted on your map pretty clearly. So you guys kind of move through. No one pays you any real attention with your disguises and the fact that Blaze is carrying what looks like a mop. It definitely is a bucket. So you guys work your way down a couple of flights of stairs and go down into the basement area, and past all of the sort of storage rooms and stuff like that. At the end of a fairly long hallway is a pair of guards standing there, just hanging out. So their swords are on their hips. They're ready for a fight, but this is the boring shift. The only people who come down here are people that are grabbing like potatoes and beans, and the occasional cleaning crew.
Yeah, I'll start walking straight at them. Excuse me. We have special orders from the commander. He needs to get in there. What do we call them?
And the two guards kind of look at each other, and as you get closer, these two are a little older. One of them has a grayer beard, pretty closely cropped to his face, like still very professional. And the other one is just like a kind of leathery faced older dude. he's sort of leaning up against the wall, and he's got an apple that he's peeling with a knife and cutting off pieces. He looks up. The guy with the apple looks over. He's like, "Didn't they clean here last week?" And the one with the beard just goes, "Huh? What? Oh, God, they clean every week. All right. I need to... Let me look at you." He kind of takes a peek. Yeah. All right, well, you said... Who said you had to clean?
The commander.
I would take a persuasion check, please.
Cool. Definitely going to activate Tides of Chaos. That's out of the box. You said persuasion?
Yes, please.
23.
Yeah, you're like, "Hey, Commander," and you feel a familiar. It's almost like a tugging, where you feel. It's like when you're doing sleight of hand and you feel the coin you're palming when it sits perfectly, and you're like, "I got him." Like you feel you're hitting your mark, and you're just like, "I got him," and just you feel like kind of tug, and he's like, the older dude is like, "All right, well, all right." He turns and he thumps the door 3 times, and the door just kind of swings open. He's like, "All right, yeah, you guys know what you're doing. We'll be here. Guard shifts in about 10 minutes. So if you're not out of there in 10 minutes, I can't promise they'll remember that you're in there, because we're both leaving." Well, the guy with the apples was like, "Mm-hmm."
We'll try to keep it in mind. Turn around and quickly wave everybody with Bill's dopey ass smile.
I walk in, and as I walk by, I'm like, "Is your name Steve?" And I keep walking. Don't wait for a response. I just keep going.
Unless DP and
I'm gonna slip in before the other 2 Bills catch up with me, though.
Okay. So as the other 2, the Bill 1 and Bill 1, 2, and 3 mosey their way inside. Bills, as you guys walk in, you hear the guard with the apple go, My name's not Steve. You're not Steve, right?" And they're like, no, I'm not Steve." So inside this unmarked area on your maps is a fairly short hallway with 4 rooms leading off of this corridor, 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and the hallway ends at just a blank stone wall. To the side of each door, there's a small wooden box that looks like it's hinged to swing open, and it's about the size of like a scroll case. So there's like if you had a scroll and stood it vertically, you'd be able to put something kind of in this case, like up against the wall. There's a couple of torches in this hallway. Just your bog standard dungeon. Give me, if anybody wants to make a perception check, now would be a good.
Can multiple of us make a perception check?
Sure.
Yeah, actually, everybody give me perceptions. Let's do that.
I don't see shit.
That's another dirty 20.
Another 19.
I got another 2.
That's a 5.
Not what you got before.
Twos and
I
fives.
got another 2.
So
With my proficiency, it's 8. But
Gith and Blaze, as you guys are walking around, you guys actually see that this is, this was a portion of the dungeon, and they've basically just like taken the cell door. Well, it looks like the cell doors were just taken off and replaced with wooden doors. And these spell scroll, like these spell boxes, these scroll boxes, in theory, would have some kind of list in them for basically in a warehouse, like, hey, I don't want to go into this room to see everything in it. Here's the inventory list of this room. That's the word I wanted. Here's the inventory for everything in this space.
Can I go to one of the doors? Front left?
Yeah, which one do you want?
Closest left.
Okay.
Does the thing tell me what's in it?
If you crack it open, so you'll pull out a scroll. The scroll there's writing on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is completely illegible to you.
So it's not common, deep speech, or primordial?
Correct.
I will pick it up and be like, any of you read this? Greg?
Can any of us read this?
Steve?
Yeah, can any of us read this?
Nox?
Dwarvish
Goblin
and
and
Gnomish.
Undercommon.
None of you guys can read it.
Well, shit.
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
then it's garbage.
And
Can
now I miss Robbie.
I'm gonna open the door. Can I open the door? Can I see if it's locked? Do I roll for traps?
What do you want to do?
Are there traps? Is it locked? Just go through the whole thing.
Okay, tell me what you want to do first.
I want to see if it's trapped.
Which
Which I don't
okay,
think
you
it will be because it was
you
in
want
a
to check
locked
for
room.
traps?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Can I cast find traps?
Yes, you
That's
can.
a thing?
So
Oh, that's so cool!
So Gith. Find traps. Okay. Yeah. So yes, you can burn a spell slot on that if you would like. That's a second level spell slot.
I probably should.
So because it's line of sight,
Then maybe I should.
because it's line of sight, you would hit all four doors because you can see all four doors from where you're standing.
It doesn't help us.
No, so casting it once, you would check for traps on all four doors in the room you're in.
So it's good.
Okay. So yeah.
You're-
All right,
you're
yeah, I'm
fu-
gonna do that.
Okay. So your finely tuned burglar senses, plus a little extra magic on the side, you find that so the scroll cases have nothing on them. But each of the doors has an alarm wired up to it. And so if this door is opened without the proper authentication, an alarm will trigger. You're not sure if it's here or if it triggers in a different part of the keep, but there is an alarm rigged up on these.
I'm going to share this information with the rest of with Blaze, since Blaze is over by the door.
I'm just like looking at it, just like
Don't open it. There's an alarm. There's a trap behind it.
I'm gonna slowly
try to open it.
tiptoe away from it. So
You found that pretty quick. Could you disarm it?
I poke the door with the fluffy part of the barrel.
So to help answer that question,
I break its neck.
yes, break the trap's neck, please.
Break the doorknob off.
So you don't know there's an alarm on the door, and you've kind of figured out the parameters of how it will trigger. You don't know where exactly on the door it is. If you give me an investigation check to find the trap.
All right.
and they'll figure out how to crack it open.
Oh, that's a 19, baby.
Ooh.
So the door handle itself is the triggering mechanism for the trap. If you turn the handle, that triggers it. As far as disarming it, give me Ronan, or not Ronan, fuck. Blaze, are you still holding that scroll?
Yes.
Gith, give me another investigation check.
6.
Okay. There's something.
Can I assist him by holding it really close to his face?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yay!
Because you're still holding the whole thing out.
Uh-huh.
Like, can anybody read this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me that assist.
Do I assist? Brandon just rolls again, right?
Yep. Brandon just rolls again.
11.
Okay.
6.
There's a few symbols that match. There's a few symbols on the doorknob that match the gibberish on the scroll. There's really like, and it's not just like, oh, here's a couple of characters. It's like 3 characters in a row match on the scroll, and they match some of the engravings of the doorknob. Engravings was a really hard word for me for some reason. So there's something connecting these 2 things, but you're not quite sure what it is.
We should probably not touch these.
But we have to go in them. Right?
Do you know which one?
Is all we have to do not touch the handle?
That's where that's what set off the trap if we turn the knob.
Could we just break down the door?
As long as we don't touch the doorknob.
Anybody here with strength?
I feel
Excellent.
like this might be a bad idea.
Oh, I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna just walk up to.
Do it.
Oh. Let's see,
My strength is
4 of them?
-1, so
Same.
That first door, and I'm gonna put my hand on it.
Alright, where's Ronan when you need him?
Tackle
Reach
store.
into my component pouch and
Break
pull
his
out
neck.
just a small chip of mica, and say, "Here goes nothing," and cast Shatter on the door.
That's only at 2nd level.
Only at 2nd level.
it's done now.
Roll damage, please.
Oh god. That's 3d8.
3d8 at
You
2nd
blew
level.
it.
Is
Also,
everybody?
you're in range. Just
I'm in
so
range?
You're aware because you touched the door, or are you standing the 10 feet back? Because I thought you went up and like touched.
Oh
the door
no!
with it.
I'll spend a sorcery point on this if I need to. 2.
Oh god, sorcerers are dumb. For careful spell.
Yeah. Is it the spell level, or is it just 1 sorcery point?
It's just 1.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll hit myself with that. There we go. And that's 6 plus. That's 13 points of whatever damage.
Shatter damage.
Of
Shatter
fire.
damage. Yeah.
Okay. So you make the save. Roll a d20 for me.
Yes.
It's about that. We're about to go on a fucking adventure, kids.
Oh no.
Do we even know which door's
7.
the right door?
It might not even be in this room. There were like 3 options of rooms, and we're like going at this first one.
Nobody
So,
has
Too
strength.
late now.
he could have asked the monk to punch it down. So he just walk up, puts the chip on my guy, and the door and the knob and the jam and a little more of the wall powder.
Was it loud?
Yes.
Uh,
Right?
Okay.
Because oh god.
Real quick, did you mean to have me roll that D100, or was that for something else?
The D20?
Yeah.
The D20 was for the magic surge.
Yeah, if you want me to roll that, I don't have a choice as to whether that D20 works or not. I roll on the table.
Wild magic surge, you have to roll a 1 to get the surge.
No. Tied to chaos.
Oh, am I on drugs?
Yeah.
What's
You
return?
can have me roll on the wild magic surge table after I cast a first level or higher spell. So I just roll on the table.
Yeah, let's roll on the table. Let's just
Okay.
do that. We're gonna do something fun
Turns us
here.
all into pufferfish.
No,
Maybe.
probably not.
66.
66.
How many things are there? I get 8. He gets 100.
So, my friend, you're within 30 feet of the guards out front.
Uh-huh.
Just for your warning, up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage. So we're gonna
Jesus.
pick 3 creatures, boy. Up to 3 creatures, boyo. And
Up to 3 creatures.
up to 3.
Do we not get to make a save against it? What? That was busted.
Up to 3, so he can choose 0.
Oh, cool.
0 sounds like a good number right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does shatter make noise? That's
Yes.
the other question. Oh,
Shatter. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. So,
but only
that'll-
10 feet?
the con save is only for 10 feet. That's like the thunder damage is within 10 feet. It is still a loud noise.
Okay. I'm going to choose 0.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that one go for a second.
So you when does that give you back your tides of chaos? Or like once
Right
you
now.
burn it?
Yeah, as soon
Oh,
as
so
soon
you
as
get
I
your
roll.
tides back. Great. So you guys see Premier put his hand on the door frame, and you hear that crack. There's a little bit of, you see arcs of lightning just kind of cross over the face of Bill and like raise the hair, and the face kind of twists and contorts a little bit, and he kind of shakes his head and it settles down and the lightning sort of dissipates out. And so the door is gone. Inside the room, you see a series of lock boxes, probably a 2 foot by 2 foot square lock box, and the whole room is lined with them.
Oh no. Do we see anyone matching the size of
They're
8
all
by
2
10
foot by
by
2 foot.
4?
2 foot by 2 foot squares.
Fuck, I started opening them.
Okay. They're all unlocked.
Eh! What do I
hold on,
find?
yeah,
Tell me
um,
every single thing.
no, I don't have time for that.
Tell me at least 2 things.
So it's a lot of there's a lot of older books, and also in languages that are difficult to read.
I take a book.
Okay. There's a big brown leather book and a small black book. Which one do you want? Neither of which you can read at this moment.
I can't read either of them.
Just like when you like crack them open to flip through it.
Which one looks harder to read? I want that one.
Probably the big brown one. Just
Big
because
brown
there's
book.
more.
Okay.
Great. +1 big brown book. BBB. B
Triple
cubed.
B.
The 3 bills.
Whoa.
It's all. This was all my plan.
I'm just like opening boxes and just fucking throwing shit.
So yeah,
looking
you
for
guys
things.
aren't finding anything. Well, so that's gonna take you a minute or 3 to run through. What are the other 3 you guys want to do to
I'm
guess-
not gonna lie, I can't do that trick many more times today.
Oh, do you want me to try? And I like walk out holding like 6 more books in my hands.
Did we like check the map? Is this where we're supposed to be?
This is one of 3 options
This is
where we're
one of
supposed
the
to be.
3 areas where you don't have intelligence. These
I-
are one of the it's
Okay.
in one of the 3 spaces, and right now you guys are running around in one of them.
I drop the books. I go to the center of the room, and my right hip, this little rod pops out of it, and it's glowing purple.
Gross.
And I grab it and I pull it out of my hip, and it turns into a pistol. And I'm going to make 1 shot against each lock of the 3 remaining doors.
Shoot the handles off.
Get that grip point.
Okay. Lord. Features and traits.
Does your gun make noise?
Yes.
So you're doing a trick shot?
No, I'm just shooting. Unless you want me to spend grit to make it an aimed shot. My 2 choices for trick shots at the moment are disarming shot
And
or
dazing
a
shot.
dazing shot. Which I guess I could disarming shot the door.
Give me. No, we don't have to do that.
I don't necessarily want to shoot off the doorknobs. I want to shoot where the lock would be like going into the wall. You know, one of these.
You want to shoot the trigger of the trap.
No, because that's the doorknob. I want to shoot like the
So
door.
you're just blasting the jam.
Yeah,
like,
or the hinge, like the top hinge on each of the remaining
that.
doors.
So. Okay. I'll let you. We'll do the first one because, and this is as the DM letting you know that this is something your character would know. If this goes poorly, that bullet will ricochet,
Ah,
and y'all are standing in.
I thought they were wooden doors.
The handle, like you're shooting into like if you miss. So if you don't shoot exactly where you need to,
Mhm,
and you accidentally hit stone or the doorknob,
mhm.
unless you literally walk up and put your gun to that part of the door and pull the trigger, there is a potential for this to ricochet, and then everyone's going to need to make a dex save, and that's going to be problematic.
I'm just gonna shoot it from where I am.
Great. Which door are you shooting first?
The front right.
Okay, across the hall from you. Give me. Yeah, just give me a straight attack roll, sir.
That is a 19 plus something.
What is the AC of a doorknob?
I don't know what my
Not
pluses
the doorknob,
are.
the door jam.
Oh, right.
So you're using your pistol?
Yes. So that's
Plus
plus 8.
So, roll damage for me. Oh, what's the misfire? How does that shit work?
The misfire is a nat 1.
Okay, great.
So it's 1d10 plus 3. It also explodes. I don't know if we want to do that or not.
Why not? I just shattered something.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna blow a hole in the door, you want the explosion.
Upon
let's do
hit,
that.
everything within a 5-foot target must make a dexterity saving throw DC equal to 8 plus my proficiency plus dexterity or suffer 1d8 fire damage.
Okay.
So
Get
D10 is
start
a
blasting.
1 plus 3. And then does the door make a dex save?
The door will automatically fail the dex save.
Okay, so 1d8 fire damage. What's a d8 look like? Oh, it's one of those.
It's the diamond.
Plus 7. So that's 4 plus 7 is 11 damage.
Okay. So you blast a pretty decent, like your first shot puts a pretty decent hole. You don't blast all the way through the door, but there's a pretty sizable.
Well, I wanted the
sizable.
hinge. Did I like ruin the top
All right,
hinge?
were you shooting the hinge or the?
Well, you made it seem like the door jam was a bad idea, so I moved it to hinge, the top hinge.
Okay. Yeah. So you there's a pretty big hole. It doesn't look like it went all the way through, and there's still some bits of the hinge is more melted than anything. I didn't quite blast through it all the way. Do you want to shoot the bottom hinge now?
Sure. There's a natural 20.
Cool.
I hit the door.
Oh yeah, no. So how do you want to do this? I guess because you're murdering the hinge.
I want to blow the hinge off the door. Gently swings open. Still barely attached to the top hinge.
Okay. So
Murdered the fuck out of that door.
You murdered that door. I'm very proud of you. So the bottom hinge kind of blows out, and the force of that kind of shakes the door a little bit, and it kind of shifts a little in its frame enough that it swings open into the other room, which is also full of 2-foot by 2-foot lockboxes.
Fuck! And I'll shoot the other hinge on another door. Because why the fuck not? That is a 4 plus 8. So 12.
That shot goes wide.
Oh.
Everyone give me a dex save, please.
Oh.
Including you.
Including
and
me.
Also, including.
Also including.
Sorry, go on. Don't worry about me.
Dex save?
Yep.
That is
I'm doing Tides of Chaos again.
Tides of Chaosing.
21.
Dirty 20.
Okay. How'd you do, DP?
I shot DP. DP's muted.
DP, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Welcome back.
Yes.
We missed you.
Okay. I got a 13. Sorry.
Okay. So, with this bang, you start to hear the pinging ricochet noise, and all of you basically just drop or like press up against the wall, and you hear ting ting ting. It goes out the door, like punches a hole in the wood of the door, and from on the other side of that door, you hear a heavy thud.
So you're telling me, after ricocheting a bunch, it still had the oomph to go through a door and kill Steve?
It ricocheted 3 times, and it's explosive. Steve nat won.
Oh.
Steve was doomed.
Oh.
So from outside, you hear the guy just go, "Holy shit!" And he starts knocking on the door, and like you hear like thud thud thud. What are you doing in there? Thud 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 thud.
Who is it?
I'm sorry, we had a problem with the bucket.
Give me. He's like, what the hell kind of problem are you having in there? And like you hear him just like keep banging on the door. He's like,
It's probably not safe to come in. The bucket seems volatile.
I just yell, "Ah, my arm!"
Give me a deception check with advantage. Because I was going to give you deception, and then you got aided by
26.
He's like, all right, well, get that bucket under control. I need to get a medic. And you hear movement as he kind of moves to the end. You hear movement, and you hear him start yelling for a medic.
Fuck.
Quickly, anyone else? Any ideas?
I'm gonna start going through boxes.
So not
check out the other door.
the one that he shot.
It won't be Fugik.
I thought there was like one more locked door.
There are two. So, closest to where bleeding out Steve and not Steve are, those two doors have been opened. The two doors further north from you are both still locked.
Okay, I'll check one of those.
Okay. It matches the other doors. The scroll in the case, there's a symbol on the scroll case on this one that matches a symbol on the doorknob. And there is a matching symbol on the doorknob to the door, or to the scroll case.
Then I definitely can't read the scroll.
Correct. I don't know. Yeah. Also, the clock is ticking, both in real life and not, because I really don't
I'm gonna
2-part one shot.
Well, while he's looking at that door, I go, let's see if this works. Take a crowbar out of my backpack and just go to town on the other door.
Are you gonna pop it off its hinges, or are you just gonna try and rip this thing open?
Yeah, just try to force it open. Like,
okay. Give me a strength check.
The worst fucking thing ever.
I'll give you. What's your strength?
8.
I'll give you +3 because you're using a tool.
Okay. So +2 to my roll.
Correct. Because you have a -1.
15 total.
You can't quite get enough leverage up. You've wiggled it up and it's a little loose. You can't quite get the leverage to get it fully up off its hinges to avoid triggering the doorknob trap. Nox, do you have anything you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna take out a tiny little knife I got, and I'm gonna try and like pick at the hinges on the other door.
Okay. Give me.
We're so good at this.
What else to do?
I know what to do.
Oh, then do the thing. Leave?
Can I cast locate object?
Oh my god!
No, and I'll tell you why. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you.
It's familiar. It was described.
The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. The spell cannot locate an object with any thickness of lead. Even a thin sheet blocks a direct path between you and the object. You have not been within 30 feet of this object. I appreciate you looking through the spells.
Hey, it would have worked.
It
wasn't for those medicine kids, dude.
Those pesky. Haven't seen this object before. Damn it. How dare the game get in my way?
Did I find anything? Oh, also, I'm gonna reload 3 shots into my pistol.
You find this one has a lot of weird, like, clothing in it.
Are there any
Like,
capes?
folded up. No capes. A lot of what looks like weird ceremonial garb.
Wooden door?
Correct. The door is made of wood.
I throw a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Firebolt should catch things on fire as well.
It should.
Burn it to the ground.
A
roll the-
flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
That's 1d10.
5th level?
We're gonna burn this whole thing down.
2d10.
Cantrip? Oh, 2d10. Yes.
5th level.
In the other campaign, the whole place just sets on fire.
right before the fight or something.
We
Draw
didn't need
swords.
Josh anyway.
Fuck him.
Then they just
That's
blame it on him because he's a dragon.
Only 6.
Is this the door you were jimmying?
Yeah.
So you catch it on fire, and it's like the wood starts to kind of crackle, and the stress you've put on the hinges, the door is tilted at an angle, so it's all the pressure and stress is on right near the hinges, and as that wood starts to burn away, the door just like falls into the room.
Excellent. What's in there?
A whole bunch of 2x2 lockboxes.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't think this is the right room. Let's hurry to the next spot.
Did we get in the last door?
DP
Oh,
is
did we?
working on
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
DP,
what am I rolling?
give me. That's not him. That's the wrong one. Give me a dex check. Yeah, it's because actually, give me sleight of hand because you're trying to jimmy it with a knife. I'll give you
50.
proficiency in that.
15.
That's with your +6?
Yeah.
Okay. You like wiggle in and like you pop off one of the hinges. And you're able to, with a little extra work, you're able to get both of the hinges and kind of shift the door to the side. This room also has many 2x2 lockboxes in it. Everybody give me investigation checks for the rooms that you're kind of at.
Oh boy. That is a 5.
You said dex check.
I got a 2.
Investigation,
so-
please.
That's 11.
14.
Okay. You guys rummage through all of these rooms and do not find the object you're looking for. Meanwhile, in the hallway, you're starting to hear more commotion as people are like, here, give me that, cover the wound. You're starting to hear like more hubbub and commotion in the hallway. And someone's like, do you guys still smoke? Is something on fire?
I've got it. Guys, follow my lead. And I'm going to burst out of the room. Fire! And just run.
I also run, but I start like the bucket is on one of my feet as I'm running, and I'm just like, oh, my arm, Steve, and I just keep running like as much as I can, just like.
Okay. What are Nox and Gith gonna do in this? Are you guys all gonna just do the same?
I guess I'm running out of the room. I don't know what else to do.
I'll run out of the room.
Okay. So as you guys are running, as Ramir bursts out, they're like, "Oh my god, and then they're like, "Oh god, fire!" And then Blaze, appropriately named, is also running out of the room. Fire! And as you guys are running out, you guys pass the guards, and Steve is currently on the ground. And not Steve, the guard, goes, "Wait a second! Stop them!" And he starts running after you, and a couple other guards give chase.
Can I take the bucket and throw it at him and keep running?
So, everybody roll initiative. We're going to do a chase real quick.
Dang it. I was going to say if we go around the corner, I was going to mend a stone. See you guys later.
You'll have that opportunity as you guys are running.
22.
I got a...
Dude, my rolls are such. I got a 9.
I got a 1.
13.
Nox, what did you have? DP?
9.
9. And you had a 14, Ramir.
Curtis, here's a question.
Mhm.
I have the archery perk where I gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls with a ranged weapon. Is that included in my +8?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your dex is 3, your proficiency is 3, and then archery makes it so 3 + 3 + 2.
Okay.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
+2 + 2 + 1. Okay.
So as you guys take off down the hallway, Ramir, you're in front. Which way are you headed? Are you heading up to? Well, because you have to run upstairs. Is really the.
Yeah, I am. Yes, making my direction towards the next spot on the map. That would have been
The first floor.
Yeah, the first floor unknown area. But I'm not going to run directly at it because I've got to try to lose these guys.
Okay. So yeah, there's a couple of like side corridors that you can duck into.
If there's an ability to duck in around a corner where they can't see because they're still back there, I'm gonna shapeshift into just a different acolyte that I've seen walking around.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys start to like as you run, Ramir, you duck down a side corridor and do a quick shift. And you see other acolytes looking at you like, "Oh God, you surprised me!" But none of them see the shift. And so we'll start with you. Actually, we'll hold on that shift until it's your turn. Blaze, what would you like to do as you're running?
How far away
you're
from the guards, and how many guards are there chasing us?
Right now, you guys have a head start. You don't know how many guards are chasing you because you guys are already in motion. Ramir is probably about 10 feet in front of you. They're 5 or 10 feet.
So like I don't know what's behind me?
You can look.
Can I look?
If you want. Yeah. You see three people crouched around the body of somebody on the ground. And there's a large pool of blood. And you see not Steve pointing at you as he's starting to run, and there are 2 other guards that are like drawing their swords and starting to chase after you.
I'm going to shoot not Steve with a dazing shot.
Okay. Glad you reloaded.
Yep. Same.
So you're to burn a grip point.
Uh-huh. So that is a 16.
Okay.
Do I hit not Steve?
You do hit not Steve.
Okay, he has to save on a DC 14 con save. Actually, dazing shot doesn't do what I think it does, but that's okay.
He does not succeed.
Okay, so I thought he just like took a break, but he has disadvantage on all attacks until the end of his next turn.
Okay, how much damage?
Oh.
With your explosive bullet.
I thought I was not Steve.
Sometimes.
Not so Steve is the other guard. Steve was the one guard who got shot.
I roll a D10. Oh God. Oh, where's the thing?
Guess how much hit points guards have.
Probably a lot, I'm guessing.
Guess how much hit points guards have.
Well, that's One. Fuck, where is it? 1d10 plus 3. So that's 11. And then he has to succeed on. Oh, God.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, no! Fuck. I guess I'm just gonna shoot him in the neck.
So
No, I'll shoot him in the face. So it'll be over quick that way.
so you.
How much health do guards have?
So Nox and Gith, you guys are running and you're like, oh my god, there's a fire. And you turn and you see Blaze turn on his bucket foot, pull a gun, and just over your shoulder. You hear this bullet whiz past your heads, and you just hear this splatter. And then faint.
I feel so bad.
And you hear a lot of extra screaming happening behind you as you keep running.
I'm gonna shoot one of the other guards in the leg.
If you want it to be a non-lethal shot.
I'll shoot next to his leg. Because it explodes. Or it'll ricochet and kill someone else.
So then you
This
blow
is
his leg
fun!
off, and he
That's a
cripples
natural
your leg.
20.
So if you spend a grit point, I will let you shoot non-fatally.
Okay, I am spending a
'Cause
grit
you have-
point. I don't remember where that is.
Non-fatally can mean anything. You get hit you get hit next to his knee,
So-
and then he has no leg.
It's a nat 20.
Okay.
Grit to
So-
make it
so-
not. Oh, which means I get a grit back, and I killed a guy, so I get my other grit back. Wait, was he a significant threat? Not Steve. Okay, so I've still used one.
he was gonna go home to his wife and kids and tell them all about his day on guard shift, and now he's dead. You monster.
Goodness.
No.
So you get your grit point back for your
My nat 20.
your non-lethal explosion.
Since it was a nat 20, can I put it between the two of them?
Sure.
Okay. And then I run away.
Roll the fire damage, please.
Oh, fuck. Did they fail on their... God, it's 8
Oh, they have to
plus-
make a save.
Yeah, it's 8
They have to make the
plus
14.
3 plus
This is going so
proficiency.
off the rails.
So that's 6 plus 8.
Ooh.
So 14.
Roll the damage, please.
That's 4.
Okay, so yeah, there's a bang with the second shot. You hear a poof, and one of them drops and is like batting at his leg, because the metal of his shin guard. There's an actual word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Is like cherry red. And the other one kind of stumbles a little bit, but keeps running after you.
I run away and I put my hood up. My acolyte hood.
Okay.
And I run away. I ditch the bucket. Oh, for my... How many attacks with the pistol do I get a turn?
2.
I get 2. So, can I use a bonus action to reload for future use as I run away?
Now reloading.
Reload. This weapon can be fired a number of times equal to its reload score, which is 4. Before you
That's
must-
a
you have
no,
to spend
no.
one
You have to spend.
attack
You have to
or
spend
action.
a full action.
Okay.
You have to. Yeah, you'll have to spend a full one of your attacks.
Okay.
So if you want to shoot once and then reload, that's fine.
Can I take
so-
back the one where I murdered the guy?
No, that die is literally cast.
All right. Well, I will just run away,
So
and I will head in the direction of the next closest spot that we were supposed to go.
are you following Ramir, or are you going to go off on your own?
Do I know where Ramir went?
Ramir is directly in front of you.
Then
you
yes,
guys are
I will
running
follow
basically like
Ramir.
a conga line.
I will follow Greg. And as I run, I say, "Sorry, Steve."
Steve is currently spread out across about, I don't know, 10
I
feet or
feel
more.
so bad.
10 feet of
It's
wall
not
and
even a
ceiling.
real thing, and I feel bad.
That means you're not a sociopath. Speaking of sociopaths, Ramir, you're up.
Fair.
Do you still want to? Do you still want to duck down the hallway? You just heard 2 gunshots on your way out of the hallway.
It's supposed to be just a simple, nice little one shot.
Hey guys, are we doing this? Is this a guns blazing kind of thing now?
We still haven't found the thing.
Yeah, we have to find the thing.
All right, yeah, no, screw that. Same plan. Duck behind a corner, shapeshift into a different acolyte.
Okay. Are you going to keep running?
Or
are you going to shapeshift and start walking?
Shapeshift and start walking. Actually, I was going to hold behind that corner and wait for everybody else to get behind the corner if they come. If not, if they keep running, then I might have to change plans, but let's see how that goes.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Oh, is Blaze next to me?
Blaze has followed you up to this point. He's about to turn the corner, I think. Because you made the turn, so he has to adjust and catch up.
Yeah, okay.
So, Nox, what would you like to do, my friend? A punchy friend?
I would like to spend a key point and use Step of the Wind to use the dash action and catch up or pass everybody.
Okay, so
all 1,000 feet of movement.
Hello, I would like to leave the building, please. So, yeah, as you guys are running, all of a sudden, Nox just, despite being sloshed, books it ahead of you and makes the corner that Ramir turned around, that Ramir came through, and it just at full tilt. So you're now out of line of sight.
So that's a bonus action to spend a key point, or is that an action?
That is a bonus action to spend the key point, I believe.
Yeah, because then it turns your bonus action into Step of the Wind.
Oh, so the action is using the key point, is that what you're saying?
No, it's a bonus action. It's a bonus action to use the key point, and that key point basically turns your bonus action into
dash or disengage.
Gotcha.
So you still have your action.
Unless you used your movement plus Step of the Wind for movement.
But
so
that's
is my dash.
Oh wait, yeah. So you still have your action.
So yeah, so you can move and dash. You could move, do something else, and use Step of the Wind as your dash, as your bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So I moved 80 feet, right? That's how that works. 40 and 40. All right, cool. And as I'm kind of like passing, passing Chris, I'm just gonna kind of like, this is fucked up, and I'm just gonna shift into like some other guard.
It's not my fault.
Fuck you. On your left. You just Captain America right past him. And so you duck the corner and make the shift as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna shape change, and I'm just gonna like get a little bit shorter, and then just grow a beard on Bill's face.
Perfect.
Keeping Bill.
Gith, what would you like to do?
How far away am I from the corner?
What's your movement? 30 feet.
Yeah.
If you can make it around the corner, pretty freaking easily. Like,
right.
or actually, if you use your, you can make it around the corner in the same amount of time as everybody else.
All right, I'm gonna follow suit then. Just kind of go around the corner.
Dodge.
and slightly change my appearance.
Mhm.
Shorter, hair a little longer.
Mhm.
Still gonna keep Bill's face though.
Okay.
Bushier eyebrows.
Okay. And so the last guard that's chasing you, because the other two are dead,
Wait, the one's not dead is just his
incapacitated.
yeah.
His plate is melted into his flesh. Right. Sorry, let me be more specific. He's gonna come around the corner at a full tilt. He's going to stop and take a look around. And everybody give me stealth checks.
Oh no.
Do I get advantage from my acolyte robes?
Everybody gets advantage for the robes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Everybody
I got
gets
a
advantage.
nat 20. The first good roll of the night.
Got a stealth check.
Sleight of
Also a nat 20.
stealth +3. That's
Look at that, maybe
14.
Look at
it's backwards.
That's with advantage, Chris?
Yeah.
Same.
So this guard's going to turn the
I
corner.
shoot him too.
Guard comes around the corner and looks at all of you and looks around, and he sees a little extra glint of the little extra glint of metal from what the hell's your name? From Blaze's, like underneath Blaze's hood. And he goes, "You!" and starts running towards you. And he's going to he's going to try and knock you to the ground, my friend.
That's rude.
How many other people are like in this room?
This hallway has like probably 3 other acolytes in it who are just like, holy shit. And like they're up against the wall. Like, I want nothing to fucking do with this. It's 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Just not hit. So he reaches out and like makes a grab for you, but ends up missing the grab. But he's kind of like right behind you, and as like once he realizes he misses the grab, he's gonna pull his sword. And Blaze, you're up.
All right. Well, I don't know what the plan is here, so I'm going to take out my net and throw it at him. Man.
Just try to droop it over
You
top.
son of a bitch. You do have a net.
I do.
I'm upset by this. Okay.
It apparently comes in a Dungeoneer's pack.
Son of a bitch. All right, make a ranged attack for me.
Is a net is still +8, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit. See, it's just watch Blaze like reach under his rope and just be like, "Gah!" And this weighted net just like wraps around this guard, and he drops to the ground, and he's like kind of rolling to try and get free of the net.
Can I hold my movement can I hold my movement for where Gary goes? George? Greg? Because I don't know where we're going.
Ramir,
Ramir.
you can ask him.
Ramir, where are we going?
Reaction.
Well, seeing as I guess I do actually remember what I saw on the map, I'll be like, "We're going to the room on this floor," and then just all the different directions that we have to take from this hallway.
I go that way, but I put my arms in the sleeves like a fucking Jedi and put my head real low, and I just fucking take off running.
God, I want to make you do an athletics check to see if you just biff it and land on your face.
Just
But
trip
that's
over
just
something.
because I'm an asshole, and we're not going to do that. Give me a stealth check real quick to blend in. Still with advantage because you do have the robe. Actually, no advantage because you're running.
Oh, well, the first roll was an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Okay. So
And the athletics check was a 17 minus 1, so 16.
Okay, so you managed to run and not biff your face on the stone floors. So we'll run through this track and see if our guard friend gets out of the net. But yeah, so Ramir.
Cool. He's down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Is he wearing metal
Mm-hmm.
armor?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I'm gonna walk right up to him and go.
I don't like that either.
Ah, shit! And put my hand on him as I say it, and cast Shocking Grasp, which he's on the ground and he's wearing metal, so I get advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
And I believe +8. 18.
That'll hit. And that is a cantrip, right? So I can't.
Yeah, 2d8.
I can't make you do that thing.
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. That is 13 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I literally just want the electricity to go into him, and he stiffens up and slumps on the
I
ground.
yell backwards, grab my net!
Can I grab the net and run?
Give me a strength check.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's not good.
Negative 12.
Pretty much. It's a 10.
Okay. You like give it a quick tug, and the net just kind of like he's no longer resisting, and he's not super wrapped up in it, so you're able to like rip the net free.
Yeah.
And
Because
take
he's
Got it!
freaking dead.
he's a little dead. I like how our body count has escalated so
Right?
fucking rapidly.
They're guards! I thought they would have like 20 hit points at least.
No.
How many do
either.
they have? Like 4?
This is what happens when the heist goes wrong.
This is what we call the twist or the flop.
5% chance.
Nox and Gith, currently all of your pursuers are incapacitated and or dead. So we can drop out of initiative if you guys want to all give me. I don't know if you.
I'm
if you
booking
have
it now.
anything you want to do, or if you guys just want to fucking run.
I just turned to Ramir. I'm like, you could have just left him there. Didn't
He
have
heard
to
me
kill him.
tell. He heard me tell the robot where to go. They would have known our path.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's freaking get out of here.
Run!
So have we abandoned stealth entirely? Are we just booking it now?
I have abandoned stealth. I am probably shouting troll in the dungeon somewhere.
Give me a deception
We're
check for
royally
the troll in the
fucking up
dungeon.
next week's game. So we all realize that.
Oh, this is
No,
so
this
awesome.
This is not
That's the fun
fucking up.
part.
This is what happens while you all are in the gallery.
You said deception.
Deception, because you are outright lying to these people. If you had yelled fire, I would have absolutely bought that, because there technically is still fire.
It's a 16. By the way, my deception and persuasion are the same. So
Yeah, and this is an outright lie. You're not trying to convince somebody. So yeah, you guys like troll in the dungeon, and everyone's like, "What was that? Is that a movie reference to a very early 2000s Warner Brothers? I don't know what troll." And they all start running. Like, you actually hang on.
I think it was called a Harry Twatter.
So you actually, a couple of the acolytes are like, "Oh my god, I knew there was a troll there, troll!" And they start running with you. So now you are starting to move in a pack. I've never seen my dice go from, "Hey, I rolled a 100 on D percentiles" to 4 nat ones. It's been a rough day.
Oh, this is excellent.
So the acolytes are wigging out about this troll in the basement, and you guys start taking off. And so as you guys are running, you guys kind of do you guys want to like? So actually, Blaze, you're in front. Do you want to wait for them to catch up, or are you just?
I want to get to the door of wherever we're going.
So you round the corner, and you kind of do like you make the turn. It's a sharp 90-degree turn, and you kind of skid a little bit into the wall and turn, and there's a pair of guards standing there, and their swords are out, and they're like, "Is there a fire? Or is there a troll? I don't know which one."
There's a fiery troll, I think. God, I'm talking like Ronan. There's a fiery troll in the dungeon, I think. I don't really know. I haven't been there. But my broom is gone, and now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to run away. And then I start trying to run past them.
Give me a deception check, please.
Ooh. +4, 21.
All right. Oh my fucking lord. So
tonight's episode is Bully Curtis.
So one of the guards look at each other and they're like, well, one of us has to stay here. He's like, and the leftmost guard, who has an enormous mustache, just goes, well, I'm staying here. I want nothing to do with a fire troll, whatever the hell that is. I want nothing to do with it. And the other one's like, fine. Like, gets his sword out. It's like, all right. And he points to you, Blaze, and goes, stay here. Wait with him. And he takes his sword and he turns the corner and sees the other 3 of you running full tilt at him.
I'm going to...
Do we still have a couple of the acolytes with us?
Yes, like
I'm gonna try to dodge so that they run into him
and like kind of push him around. Push them into him. Give me. God, I want that to be animal handling, but that's not gonna help. Give me an athletics check to get like, unless you can think of a better. Yeah, it's not acrobatics.
Sleight of hand.
I mean, to gently nudge people into the way.
You're kind of like hip
control the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do athletics.
Athletics. Ah, damn. All right.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess there's really nothing else that fits that niche.
It's okay. That's a 5.
Okay, so you're like, is that with your -1?
Yeah.
So you're bumping into people, and they start bumping into you, and you actually run into this guardsman. He manages to he tucks his sword out of the way so he doesn't impale you, but he kind of like grabs you, and he's like, "Where's the troll? Where's the troll?"
In the dungeons.
Oh God, y'all are useless! And he like brushes you to the side and keeps going. And starts running down the hall. Nox and Gith, you guys see him coming. If you want to run into him, you can, or it'll be pretty easy for you to duck out of the way.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna duck out of the way.
Gith, are you gonna trip or do anything to this guardsman? Or are you just gonna let him run into back the way he came?
I'm just gonna let him run back the way he came.
Okay. So now the other acolytes kind of hustle, and like they realize this is a dead end and turn the other way. So now it's just the 4 of you and this guard standing there. The guardsman has his sword out, but sort of in a guard position, ready for kind of anything, because now he's alone at the door.
I didn't use my action. Can I action?
Right now we're out of initiative.
Oh.
So you guys are now like, you're removed a little bit from the hubbub.
I take out my pistol and I take the barrel and I whack the guard in the back of the head with the handle of it.
His back is to the door.
Yeah, whack him in the front of the head with it.
How close are you to him? Because this is like
close.
This. You're not in melee range.
Oh. I'm gonna go up and be like, Steve, is that you? I walk close to him with my hand outstretched. Then when I get close enough, I whack him with the pistol.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check to hide the pistol that you definitely shouldn't have as an acolyte.
That's a 9.
So you go forward and you're like, Steve, and you have the hand out, and he's like, no. And he pulls his sword and points it at your chest. He goes, you back up. Drop it.
Am I within melee range of him now?
He saw it far enough away. You'd have to run towards him to get into melee range.
I will, wherever the thing is, spend a grit point and do a disarming shot.
Okay.
So you make a firearm attack against the creature. You expend a thing on hit. Creature takes damage. Oh, takes damage. Can I have it be non-lethal damage? I'm shooting the sword.
If you spend 2 grit points,
I only have 1 to spend.
Oh, well, that sucks.
All right, well, I guess
you can spend the 1.
I'll try.
Make it a disarming shot.
I'm trying to make it a disarming shot. That is a 15 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Okay. Now they have to
roll the damage for me.
Oh god. Oh no, that's a 7 plus 3, so 10, and then they have to succeed on a whole, like a 14 dexterity saving throw.
He has to make the save, which he doesn't.
Okay, so that's 1 fire damage, so 11 damage total.
How do you want to do this?
Oh no! Does he have 11 hit points? No. The bullet ricochets off of the sword and just goes straight through his temple.
So he just drops. There's no exit wound in the helmet. He just drops.
I kind of look at the pistol, and I look at him, and I go, oops, and I run to the door.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of face palm and be like, well, at least he tried this time. Then I'm just going to follow through the door.
Okay. So this door is locked. And
shit.
I turn around and I say, the door is locked! And that's my turn.
Is it made of wood?
Is it made of wood?
No. This is
What's it
metal
made
door.
of?
Ah, fine. Can anybody here pick a lock? No? Great. Walk up to it and I'm going to cast Shatter again. And if I have to do it careful, I'll do it careful.
Actually, real quick, there is fun fact for you, Gith. There is
A Warforged walking around saying, hello, my name is Robbie. Every acolyte that runs past screaming just, hello, my name is Robbie. Hello, my name is Robbie. Just like on loop.
So there is a small hole in the side of the in the wall next to the door that looks like animals have been going through here. This looks like something where you could probably, I don't know, a rat could fit through.
Can a changeling turn into a rat?
No, druids can.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess I should probably do that.
Just a thought.
Changeling druid.
Got the hint.
Fun fact, I was
Yeah, I do
almost a
that.
druid for this one shot.
Everybody is changing druids.
All right. So yeah, you want to...
Quadruplet
Everybody
Adams.
has locate object as a spell.
So, do you want to go into the hidey hole?
Yeah, let's touch the butt.
So, Gith is like, it just like goes into this rat. As you kind of crawl through the hole, you come out to the other side, and there is about a 10 by 10 room with a table in the center. Give me. Actually, you do have dark vision. Are you gonna stay as a rat inside the room, or are you going to?
For now.
Okay. So there's as you come through, this room is completely dark and completely empty, except for a table these stone tables sitting in the middle of the room. That's probably 4 feet high. You'd have to scurry up it to see what's on top of it, but
Or can I cast locate object now?
no, because you have a description of the object. You've never actually seen it.
All right, well then I'm gonna change back.
Okay.
Bill.
Do they have dark vision?
I don't think
Changelings?
so.
No, I don't think so.
Changelings, no.
Thank God.
Do I have dark vision as a robot?
Nope.
A robot can't see in the dark?
Why?
Nope.
Nope.
Can I cast detect magic?
You just wait till I get back to that shop for my eyes.
So you can cast detect magic. Super
I'm gonna
easy.
do that.
There is a glowing something on this table in front of you. And as you walk closer, you can kind of see the object of the magic that's glowing is a box that is 8 inches by 4 inches by, I forget what my measurement was, and I didn't write the third measurement down. 3
It was
inches,
10.
8 by 4 by 3.
Was that what we were looking for?
It is a box that fits the dimensions. It is a black case with no real keyhole or anything. Just sitting on this table.
Can I see the hole that I came through?
Yes. There's light coming through that hole. That's the only source of actual light in the room. Detect
How big
magic
is
just makes that box glow. Smaller than the box. But the hole is probably 2-3 inches wide.
Did we check the guard for keys?
No.
Alright.
I'm just can they hear me if I
Yeah, if you shout,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that I think I found the box. We guys gotta find a way to get it out of here.
Can you open the door from the inside? And I kind of tap on it with my little metal fingies.
there is no Gith. If you walk over to the door and look, there is no doorknob on this side.
There is no doorknob on this side.
Is there a key on the guard?
There's a ring of keys on the guard.
I don't have time for this. Stand back.
I stand back.
Fucking cast shatter at the door.
Okay. Can I
I'm
please
gonna stand back.
get on the other side of the door, or the side of the wall?
Boosh.
Give me that sweet. Tides of Chaos.
Okay. Do you want shatter first, or do you want the D100
Give me
first?
the shatter first.
Okay. No. Shatter
Wow,
at second
that's
level.
Stupid things in a row.
3d8. That is 8 plus 7 is 15. So that's 15 thunder damage, and D100 AOs. 33.
Mm-hmm. 33.
I think that was 33 damage, not 33 on the table.
No. Okay.
Is
Good.
that
It's good to
correct?
know. It is 33 on the table.
33 on the table. 15
Oh.
damage.
So you blast this door, also to flinders.
The hell's a flinder?
Roll a d20 for me, please.
Google a flinder.
Roll a d20 for you. 18.
Okay, you're fine.
It's a Melbourne street station, apparently.
So this door
Flinder. Small
blasts
fragments or
in.
splinters.
So this door just blasts in.
It shatters, if you will.
In theory, yes, one would say that it shattered. So the door is now in shambles.
Is it in a
and-
mound?
No, get out. You fought that already. I'm not doing that again. And so yeah, and now there's plenty of light coming in to confirm that this is this matches the description of the box that you guys were looking for.
Excellent. I believe they said we had an out. Did anybody tell us where the out is? Screw it, grab the box.
Do we roll a history check to find out if anyone told us where the out was?
The out was basically hinted at, like, we have a man on the inside. He'll find you and he'll get you out.
Fuck, I probably murdered him.
And as you guys are there, you're like, grab the box. You hear, excuse me. And there is an acolyte, sandy-haired acolyte, that is just standing there very calmly, very patiently. And he goes, I believe I'm here to help you out of this building.
There's a troll in the dungeon.
An excellent ruse, sir. I must commend you on that. I've never seen the guards in such a tizzy. Also, the corpses you left behind seem to be doing a very good job of keeping things exciting.
I didn't mean to. It wasn't my fault.
But you did anyway.
I may have meant to. And with that, my mustache grows back.
Well.
So let's leave. Let's go. Huh?
He pulls out a mechanical timepiece and he goes, excellent. We're just on time. And he goes, and who's carrying the box?
I still have the box.
Okay. He's going to point at you, Gith, and he goes, make sure that stays hidden. Walk down that hallway. I'll be with you momentarily.
Walk down the hallway with my hands in my sleeves and my little hood up.
Isn't anybody curious of what's in here?
When we get outside, sure, but
Very curious.
I just need the money. I don't care. I just need the money.
And actually, Gith, I need to look at.
You're possessed by demons now.
No. I'm sorry. Because when you cast dispel magic, or detect magic, it tells you what kind of magic it is. This is a type of magic that you haven't seen before. It's a very it's a very gray, very flat kind of magic. Very artificial and mechanical in nature, which is it's nothing you've ever come across before. Like, artificial is really the only descriptor you have for it.
So does it differentiate, like, whether it's on the whole box or the inside?
Something about this is that artificial, like, flat gray magic. You're not sure if it's the box itself, or if it could be the box itself, or it could be whatever's inside isn't, like, whatever that magic is leaking through the box. Think of it like radiation. Like, the box itself could be radioactive, or the object inside could be radioactive. As I punch my microphone, the object inside is leaking radiation through the box. Something about this is very flat and mechanical and artificial in a weird way.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it, I guess, until
kind of tuck it in
we get out of here. Kind of tuck it in the pocket, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I imagine the entire place is in a tizzy now. As we are walking, I am throwing, like typical anime fashion, throwing the robe off and placing the top hat back on my head as we walk out.
As you guys walk out. Because he's kind of pointed you to a corner. And he just goes, "Wait here," and you hear him go, like, towards the room. And as you guys as you like wait around the corner, and you hear this mechanical grinding. It's just like, and he comes around the corner and he's like wiping off his hands and he's like, excellent. Shall we go then? Come with me. Get through. You saying something?
What was that? Did we hear that?
Yeah, you all heard that like enormous mechanical noise. He goes, "Oh, I'm just putting the door back. Don't worry about it." Come
Do
on.
I believe him?
Roll me an insight check.
Can I give him advantage by standing behind the guy and making this face?
No.
I can give myself advantage. I'm going to give myself advantage and just
Oh,
pop
man.
that Tides of Chaos again.
I need more wild magic surges. I'm so mad that you didn't do anything with the first one.
I know. 23.
You kind of give him the once over. You're like, you can't scam a scammer. And he looks you dead in the face with like this altar boy kind of face where he's just like very, very plain. Just like, no, I was just putting the door back. As easy as you're like, oh, I was taking out the trash. He's like, I just put the door back. Come with me. He seems to be on the level. But you know you blew that door to actual pieces.
I peek my head around the corner. Do I see the door?
There's a door.
Huh. And I follow the guy.
Sure as shit looks like a door.
How did you get here?
Me? I've been here.
Why didn't you get the... Whatever, let's get out of here.
If he kind of leans in and he goes, if I went for that, if I tried to retrieve the object, they would know someone within the order took it. But if there's a break-in, anyone could have taken it.
Oh, I can make a little more noise for you if you want.
Oh no, you've made plenty of ruckus so far. All right. And so you're out of the robe completely at this point, right?
Oh yeah, top hat on and everything.
Ramir's back in his used car salesman. And so he's gonna like start leading you guys. Are you guys all
I'm pretending to be a monk.
Blaze, Geth, and Nox, you guys are keeping the robes on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep mine on.
Okay. So you've got
I'm going to change out of Bill, though.
Okay.
Go back to my...
So you settle back into your normal features kind of settle on your face a little bit. Just like, and so there's an acolyte leading a man in a suit and trench coat with slicked back hair, and then 3 other acolytes following behind him. Everybody give me stealth checks with advantage, with the exception of you, Mr. Ramir.
Disadvantage or just straight?
Just straight.
Okay.
It would be disadvantage, except you're being surrounded by other acolytes.
18.
And so you're either being escorted from the premises or you have a reason to be there.
21.
Yeah, 14.
20.
18.
Okay. So you guys are making your way out, and you just mosey out the front door. Easy as living. Just mosey on out, and the acolyte, as you guys leave, and he turns and he goes, "Thank you for visiting today. I certainly hope I will see all of you again. We'll be in touch." He gives a very polite bow, and he turns. He takes a step back and starts mingling among the people. And as you guys walk out, you see what looks like a dragon in full plate, a half-orc with a glaive, another warforged. Who else is in our group?
Asimir.
Yeah, an Asimir with a set of bagpipes, a wood elf, and
Gnome with a chicken head hang.
and a gnome follow, and you see this group of 7
And the
moving
Goliath.
forward.
I'm there.
And the Goliath, yeah, you're there.
The
I
biggest
was like,
one.
I know I'm missing somebody. Why can't I remember? Because I don't have your character sheets up on my other monitor. I have all these new ones. You see this eclectic group of 7 different races just moseying towards, like, looking up at the stronghold and just walking forward, and the acolyte that had just escorted you out greets them at the door.
What?
And that's where we will wrap for today. Thank you
come
for
on,
joining.
right before I should just turn into a giant toad and fucking leap away, dude.
Hop out. So congrats on the heist going slightly sideways.
I think I killed more people than I have killed in the entire normal campaign.
Absolutely, you did.
I'm
efficient
only
too.
I'm only slightly sad that I didn't get to throw a twin fireball at anything.
I want to become a giant toad.
Yeah.
Yo, when you get a 9th level spell slot, Brandon, you can turn into a fucking bronze dragon. Like a big ass bronze dragon.
Listen.
Full size.
When it gets to whatever the level 6 or whatever, I can turn into a brontosaurus.
You could be a dinosaur.
Okay.
Oh.
That was
Straight
one
up
of the things we were looking at. We're like, oh, shit,
Straight up
brontosaurus.
brontosaurus.
All right.
I can be an Anki at like level 5.
Ooh.
Like a big Anki, not Arc Ankies.
Not Arc Yankee.
I was waiting for Giant Toad or Giant Octopus to show up. But unfortunately, all the combat was over super quickly because Chris is a fucking murderer.
I didn't mean to.
I want to wing this man with my exploding bullets.
Change into a giant octopus and just fucking
Just
crawl
restrain
away.
Chris. That's the secret.
What?
Restrain the gunner.
Restrain Ronan.
Oh.
But yeah.
Give him the suck.
Cool.
So now there is a completely parallel party hired by a mysterious source doing things in Khorom-Vore.